This is a super exciting thing. You can now use the ROLI Airwave to control the Yamaha Montage. In this video, I'm going to give you a little sound demo and show you some of the patches that were created just for this. I'm going to explain a little bit about the Airwave generally, just in case you're new to this, and I'm going to give you a detailed walkthrough of the setup, which is not complicated, but it is a bunch of specific stuff that you have to get exactly right. So for the next few minutes, I'm just going to shut up and show you what it sounds like. If you don't care about that and you just want the info, feel free to skip ahead. You won't hurt my feelings. Okay, so first of all, big shout out to Dome Sigalis, Marcus Levi Chance, and Atsuo Yukawa, because those are the guys who created those amazing sounds. I'll put some links down below where you can find their channels and socials and stuff like that. So now I'll explain a little bit about the Airwave generally, and after I'll go through the setup. If you just came for the setup, skip to the next timestamp, no hard feelings. The Airwave is a MIDI controller that recognizes 6 different gestures in the air. So 6 different playable gestures that can be mapped to any parameter of synthesis or control plugins. Those gestures are raise, moving up and down, tilt, turning my hands, glide, moving from the center outwards, slide, moving backwards and forwards, flex, bending my wrists, and grasp. The Airwave tracks your hands with infrared cameras, and those gestures can do things like open a filter, or scan through a wavetable, or modulate this and that. Really, whatever you can do in synthesis or in a DAW, you can control with the Airwave. The cool thing about it is that it adds this physicality into synthesis and sound design that isn't usually there. And in my opinion, it shines most when it's paired with sound engines that allow for a lot of layers and modulation, which is why it goes great with the Montage, because on the Montage you can layer 8 sounds and have virtually infinite modulation within each layer. So these two pair really nicely together. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through the setup. It's not crazy or anything, but it is a bunch of specific things that you gotta get exactly right. So follow closely because it's very possible to miss some little thing or do some little thing differently and then be tearing your hair out over what went wrong. So follow closely. I'm assuming you already have an Airwave, I'm assuming you already have a Montage M, and I'm assuming you're basically up and running with all the ROLI software. Okay, let's get into it. Step 1, update your Montage to the latest firmware version. I'm not saying that just as a formality. My Montage actually wouldn't accept the new Airwave patches until it was on the latest firmware, so definitely do that first. It's a specific process. Just Google like Yamaha Montage how to update firmware. It's all out there. I'll also put the links in the description. Step 2, download the Airwave specific Montage patches from ROLI's website. The link for that is in the description too. Get the patches, put them on a flash drive. Step 3, import the patches into the Montage. Put the flash drive into the USB port on the back of your Montage, press Utility, go to Contents, and load the library file. Step 4, download the latest Yamaha Steinberg driver. This is so that your computer can recognize the Montage as a device that it can send MIDI to. And restart your computer after you install the driver, even if it doesn't tell you to. Step 5, plug the Airwave into your computer and position it basically flush with the top of your Montage. Step 6, update all your ROLI software through ROLI Connect. Make sure Airwave Player and Airwave Control are both on the latest versions, otherwise they may not recognize your Montage. Step 7, go to Airwave Player, open your audio MIDI settings, and make sure Montage M Port 1 is highlighted. Then go to Calibrate, click Montage M Port 1, and do what it asks. When that's done, you should see this graphical representation of a montage. And lastly, Step 8, go to Airwave Control, make sure it says Montage under Current Device, and in the Montage Mode dropdown, select Mapped Gestures. Now, at this point, you can quit Airwave Player if you want, but if you want to leave it up to see the animated hands and all that, turn the volume down so that you aren't simultaneously hearing the Airwave Player mixed with the sound of the Montage. Okay, you should be up and running now. The Montage should be receiving MIDI from the Airwave through your computer. If you run into issues, it'll probably be related to whether your computer is correctly recognizing the Montage and passing MIDI to it, and whether the ROLI software is correctly recognizing the Montage. In my case, ChatGPT was pretty helpful in diagnosing any issues, and the solutions always came down to updating my software, updating my hardware, and correctly installing any drivers. So that's about it. If you found this useful, good, I'm glad. If you want more info on either the Airwave or the Montage, I have videos on them both in the context of like a live touring setting, so feel free to click on either of these two videos next. See you next time.